Lament. My dad never, and I mean never, played anything with my brother or me. I deeply regret what I lost, not having memories of my dad taking time to play with me. Another writes, I know the great black hole that remains when a father is present and willfully absent at the same time. We finally walk away and begin the search for a heavenly father. Jeffrey Monroe, in reading Buechner, a biography of the Christian author, focuses on the day in 1936 when Buechner's father deliberately breathed in the carbon monoxide that killed him. Monroe says, Buechner's life and career has been a quest to understand the meaning of that event and to understand where God was when the unthinkable happened. The result is not so dramatic when a father is simultaneously present and absent. But many people, judging by those letters, have unresolved conflicts with dads, living or dead. So do I. My father, born in 1917, graduates from Harvard in 1940 with great opportunities, only to give up his hopes sometime in the 1940s or 1950s. He suffers a spiritual and psychological death until his physical demise in 1984. Why? Now that I'm 70, why bother to look backward? Buechner says he deals with the sad parts of his life by forgetting them. He writes, I didn't know I was forgetting them, but the mechanism of forgetting had become so strongly switched on in my childhood that it became a sort of automatic response. He then discusses Jesus' parable of the talents, where two men who receive a lot of money use it to gain more, but the third, who receives a little, hides it in the ground. Jesus chastises the third man, as does Buechner, who says such burial is not really being alive, not really making use of what happens to you. If you bury your life, if you don't face it, among other things, your pain, your life shrinks. I sometimes speak directly to the readers of World. After editing the magazine for almost 30 years, I feel like I know them. I don't know who will hear this book, but I'd like the liberty now to speak directly to them. I mean, you. Since I want to be forgiven for my trespasses, I need to forgive the trespasses of others. So do you, if you still have regrets regarding your interaction with your father, or so does someone you love. My first piece of advice is to do what I did not do. Persist in questioning while your father is still alive. Don't take no for a final answer. Learn about your father's life. If he won't tell all or anything, at least ask about his parents and grandparents. And here's my second piece, based on what I've learned in writing this book. Even if it seems too late, it's not. Here's some of my research path. Interview 10 cousins for information about our grandparents and their impressions of my father. Buy a membership in Ancestry.com and find the naturalization papers of one grandfather and the marriage records of the other. Roam the Internet to learn details of life in the 1930s and 1940s. Metropolitan Opera broadcast schedules, neighborhood activities, Harvard graduate courses, trolley and subway maps, hit songs and radio broadcast times in the 1940s. I've written many history books, of course using the past tense to write about the past, but this book is different. The research has made my father come alive to me, so the past seems like the present, and I've taken the unusual tack of writing almost entirely in the present tense. I understand more about my father now that I know about his experiences. I understand my mother more. You can make your parents and grandparents come more alive to you. You just have to dig in. This book shows what I now know, but it also points the way to what you can learn. Chapter 1. Memories. In 1956, we live in a 4-room apartment on the 3rd floor of a triple-decker in Malden, Massachusetts, just north of Boston. Ward 7 is mostly Jewish and working class, with rows of